Hey guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna. If you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We're in our 5th year of homeschooling and we focus on secular curriculum choices. Today, I'm going to share with you what is changing for the 2022-2023 school year. Before we go any further, guys, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. You can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. And of course, I will have everything linked down below that I am talking about. So, what is changing? Let me start with apps. What apps are we currently using that are changing? None. But I am planning to add in Brain Pop. I've put off buying it for a while, but I think that this is the year that we will be purchasing a Brain Pop and Brain Pop Junior subscription to supplement our homeschool. They have a lot of resources on there for things like US history, any kind of specialty days that come up, a lot of history resources. So I am planning to add this to our homeschool. So we will be adding that. I will also be giving in and finally purchasing the All About Learning Letter Tiles app. It's going to be a need for us this year. Let me jump right into why. So one of the things that we are changing from this year, and every year we've used our Timberdoodle Kits, is spelling UC. I am dropping it because I like a lot of the aspects of it. I really do. I just don't feel like any of the reasons that I like it are for spelling. I do really like it for my daughter who's in doing first grade work this year. The kindergarten or the first level A book from Spelling UC coincides really well with the level 2 all about reading and the level 1 all about spelling. However, I know that that is not the case next year. It turns into more of the like chunking to learn how to spell and more of the dictation. And I just don't see that kind of paying off in the way that my girls learn. So I will be dropping Spelling UC for next year. Now, what will we be doing instead? We will be continuing with All About Spelling, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. What I am going to do is continue All About Spelling level 2 with my little one, but I will be allowing my older daughter, who did find most of the kind of content from All About Spelling level 1 a little bit remedial. So we will be letting her go through All About Spelling at her own pace. If that means a lesson a day, then that's fine with me. So because of that, I'm definitely gonna need the All About Learning Letter Tiles app in order to facilitate having kids kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna let you guys know how this goes, but I'm hoping it goes really well. It was actually a suggestion from one of you, and I was like, man, light bulb moment. That's what I need. That's the solution. That's the answer for us. So that is my plan. So thank you. I cannot remember for the life of me who pointed that out, but it's brilliant. And I am totally taking a play out of your playbook on homeschooling, you know, with teaching spelling. So thank you. Something else that will be changing for the 2022-2023 school year is language arts for my going to be 5th grader. We are going to try the Michael Clay Thompson programs. I think we're starting with the island level. I think whatever the first, island level. So we are going to start with the island level. Now let me explain why, because I was very back and forth on the island level or what I think is the town level, because we've not used the program before. They recommend if you can write a good sentence, you can skip the first level, but I feel like it will be easier in our home, and I actually have a video about this. If it's easier, I think it's okay. Starting kind of that foundation. So we've been doing the Poodle books together, going very well. But starting at the island level, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead, because I'm planning to purchase them all through Kindle. So 1, it's so much cheaper, but then 2, I just don't have to stress as much about having I think there's 12 books. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that, And then because it's just an instant purchase, whenever I need the next one, I feel like I can just do that. So I'm going to let her work through at her own pace through the islands level, so that if it is very easy, then we can zip through it and it's not a big deal to me to go ahead and buy the next level. If it is not very easy, then I'll be glad that I started at the island level. So that is my plan for that. Now that will be replacing our Moz-DOS, because I do think it's a great program. It's a very easy program. It's very easy to teach. It's very easy to implement. It's very easy for her to do. I think we need more. I would like it to be a little bit more in depth. My reservations are that this is a much more like parent heavy, involvement heavy from my end curriculum. And I intentionally avoid those things. So this is like a out of my kind of comfort zone change, but we're going to make it and we're going to try it and we're going to see how it goes. So that is my plan. But it will also be replacing, you guys know I already quit first language lessons, and I'll be skipping the language smarts because we'll have spelling covered with the All About Spelling, which I've already addressed, but then the writing and all of those other things are encompassed in the Michael Clay Thompson language arts program. So it covers vocabulary, it covers all of those things. So because of that, we will be ditching some of those other things. But I do plan to keep the Night Zookeeper because she loves it. So we're gonna keep playing that for sure. If you guys wanna find any more about that, I do have a link which I will share down below in the description box, where you can have a totally free 7-day trial and then save like 50% on an annual subscription. So it's a really good deal. Anyways, so we will be doing that. We are also going to we're gonna maintain the 2 histories that we did this year, but we are no longer planning to use Studies Weekly. And that is because we will be using a different program for U.S. history here in Texas. And I think it's also this way in the Timberdoodle Kits, because the books that I'm planning to use, the history of us, come in the first like 5 of 11 of them come in the Timberdoodle Kit. So I think this is way pretty across the board, but it will be U.S. history. So I will be planning to use those. Melody over at Homeschool Happy Hour just did a review on them. It's super helpful. Anyways, I'll be planning to use those for our U.S. history. And I think that's going to be a really good fit, supplementing again with the Brain Pop. So I think that's going to be like spot on exactly what we need. But because of that, we will be getting rid of the Studies Weekly, which we did really and truly, honestly, very much enjoy. So if you get a chance to try that out, they also have like science and other things. So I haven't tried any of the other programs, but they're really awesome. I would highly recommend them if they're a good fit for you, which if this doesn't work out to be great, or if I feel like we need a little more, I can always go back in and get the Studies Weekly for 5th grade. For here in, it's based on kind of the Texas public school equivalency. So it should theoretically still be American history, but I haven't looked because I have this other plan. So that's the direction we are going with that. Let me see. I think that might be the only changes, which is a lot. I think that's a lot of changes. So that in many respects, I think will somehow simplify a lot of what we're doing now in our homeschool. I think the shift to all about spelling will be a really good fit for us. I think the continuing multiple histories will be very good. We will maintain the other history being the History Quest. I think it's Middle Times, which they have a U.S. history program coming out soon, not out yet, but you can look at the table of contents and like the required books online. So I need to get on and do that. I think for now, those are the changes that are going to be happening in our homeschool. I do plan to order the Timberdoodle Kits and customize, swip swap, all of those things. I will be making some hefty changes though, so I don't even know if it will still qualify as like a full kit. I do have a lot of things for next year from my older daughter's 2nd grade kit that we'll be using for 1st grade for my younger daughter. So a lot of that we already have covered. I'm excited. I do have videos coming up. The last video you saw was what we were keeping. This video is what we're changing and why and what we're changing to. I do have videos coming up on budgeting because I think that's a really big deal that not enough people talk about. I plan to share my real numbers, so if you're interested in that, be sure to come back. I do have planned videos for once I kind of get everything like bought and purchased and like start planning. Like this is everything we're using for 5th grade, and then this is everything we're using for 1st grade to kind of move into those. I very much in that, I know a lot of people aren't like, oh, my kid is this level, but for me, my public school, it's easier for me if it's like this grade level. I might switch up our schedule a little bit as far as like when we homeschool. So I might change that up a little bit this year with the Mom and Me Monday with 4 days a week worked really well. Totally plan on keeping that. Yeah, so there's lots of fun stuff coming, lots of big changes. We do have a ton of homeschool days coming up because it's the spring now. I'm totally getting senioritis, but I'll be sharing those over on Suitcase Princess, so be sure to follow over there. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything I wanted to kind of just regurgitate at you for the changes that we're making. I think I covered them all. I think so. So that's my plan. I feel really good having articulated that because I've been like making notes and like planning and doing and talking about how I was gonna talk about it, but I didn't want to share anything, so I had like nailed down. This, I think, is the plan. So it's a good plan. I'm good with my plan. We'll see. I'm gonna keep you posted on my plan, okay? I will let you guys know how everything is going as well, for sure. And as I can, I will share because again, I struggle to find so many reviews of things that I want to have reviews on. So therefore I shall share the reviews on them because, well, somebody else has got to be searching the same things, right? I'm not the only one, for sure. For sure. If you want to find out about a curriculum I myself haven't talked about, guys, like recently we did a collaboration with other secular homeschool moms who were sharing other things. So be sure to go check that playlist out. I've got it on my channel. Go check that out because it's things I'm not talking about. Oh, you know what else? I'm thinking about that curriculum that so many of the moms talked about, the music curriculum. It's like woven something. Oh, I can't remember now. Woven melodies. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna put it right here because now my brain has left me. Right there. I'm gonna put it right there. But it looks amazing and the reviews are amazing, and so now I think I might need that, which is another topic, maybe a video topic we need to talk about, is curriculum FOMO. That's real. It's a real thing. Anyways, guys, I hope that you found this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, get this video with a lot of this too loud so I can keep talking faster. Bye.